Okay, welcome to Skull Radio. Tonight I'm going to have on the phone with me Doug Burgess, the guy that actually built Metal Assault Radio. And understand you just got back from that Wicked Day of Death concert. How'd you like that?
Oh, it was, phenomenal show. Unique opportunity. Pretty much once in a lifetime on a couple of counts, probably. And, just the crazy show.
Awesome. What were some of the bands that you liked the best up there?
I got to tell you, Druid Lord, which has Pete Slate, Tony Black. Them guys have been around a long time, and they do a doom, a lot of doom metal, and that was one of the highlights for me. Deceased, of course, Nocturnal, just Rotterdam, everybody. Derkata, anybody that's into female metal. This is an all girl woman 4-piece, and they blow away any of this other shit and any of this gimmicky chick metal shit. I mean, it's fucking for real.
And I'll have to check them out. I haven't heard of them yet. So you made it back safe. That's nice.
Yeah, safe, one piece. Just feeling my age right now.
They get a good pit going at that thing?
Yeah, there was a few of them, and me, I got caught up in one of them unaware. So to the guy that I accidentally plowed over and hurt a little bit, sorry.
Cool. Well, why don't you let our listeners know why you started Metal Assault Radio and what gave you the idea?
Well, it was one of those things where I kind of found internet radio myself, kind of accidentally doing some promotion for another band. And, I found a station that was real cool with the band and me. And it went from kind of listening in, being a fan, to DJing, to the next thing I knew I was kind of managing that. But, as with many of the quote-unquote metal internet radio stations, there was a lot of the hard rock and shit. And personally, that's fine. But personally, I just felt like there was a niche for somebody to just do true fucking metal, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And, I decided, hey, what the fuck, I'm, running this anyway. We'll give it a shot.
That's awesome. It's been a couple years now, hasn't it?
Yeah. Metal Assault Radio started late April of 2009. So it's been about 26, 27 months now.
Yeah, it seems like it's doing good. I enjoy listening to it at work all day. I got my headphones on the more, and I sit there and kick it. Heard a lot of shit I like that I probably never would have heard before, so it's a pretty good deal.
And that was, a lot of the thought process, too. It wasn't, you can turn on FM and hear Metallica and shit like that. We just wanted to bring something new to the internet, so to speak. I mean, it's not really an original concept, but I think we've got a niche that most people don't touch upon, or if they do, it's 3 o'clock in the fucking morning and, one night a week.
Yeah, I've never heard a station as heavy as it, and I've listened to a lot of different things. I do a very similar show on Sundays here. I'll play, Pestilence, Creator, and that kind of stuff, but you take it to a whole new level with a lot of those bands I've never heard of, and I can tell you're really into the metal to be finding all that stuff,
Well, and that's a nice thing about Metal Assault Radio is it's been give and take. While I put a lot into it, I've gotten a lot back out of it. Met some just phenomenal people. Free music from the labels never hurts. Yeah, well, sometimes it does. You get some real shit too, but bands submitting music, it's a lot of the music has found me.
That's awesome. Yeah, we've been getting a ton of stuff here at Skull Radio from around the country. We started off pretty much local, and next thing you know, it blew up, and we're getting shit all over the world. You run a thing called Metal Matters PR and Management. What bands do you manage, and what's that all about?
Matters is a kind of a boutique, management and PR service. Currently, I manage bands like Nocturnal. So, I mean, people that are, and they just played last night. People that are into kind of the old school death metal in the beginnings may know of them. It was founded by Savage Death member Tom Stevens. I've got, Sargon from Arizona, Vesperian Sorrow from Texas, and then I do publicity for the band Homoptysis. It's just, it's a lot of work, but I'm not a musician, and I'm certainly not a vocalist. So it's kind of my contribution to music, I suppose.
That's awesome, man. I'm glad you're helping those bands out, and I'm glad we get to work together with you, too. How did you hook up with the guys in Glorious Times? What's up with that?
I saw what they were doing. I missed out. This is actually the second printing, and they changed a lot of stuff, and they added to it. But, I caught them on Facebook or whatever initially, started following what they were doing, what it was about, which is, it goes back to the tape trading days, the very early days of death metal, where people were trading, sharing shit, going to shows, getting photos, and that was the best part of last night, was even the camaraderie. You had all these people in there, security's bitching the whole time and talking shit, because of course there's a bunch of fucking death metal idiots in their club, whatever, but not one fucking fight, couple spilled beers, but tons of laughs, tons of great fucking music.
Awesome. Yeah, I got that book and read through it. I saw a lot of cool bands that I knew from the past and traded tapes with, and I got to see, it's the first pictures I've seen of Tommy in Hellwitch. He was a bass player in our band back in the day, and his name's Tommy Buckley, but for some reason he used the name Tommy Moser in Hellwitch.
Right.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's, and it's kind of a small community, or, well-knit. It seems like everybody knows everybody. A lot of guys have played for, multiple bands or whatever, but for the most part, outside of, like, Death and Massacre and shit, most of these guys get along really well still to this day, 25 years later. To me, it says a lot about the music itself and, the scene from then. Unfortunately, things have changed now. There's no more of the, if you want a scene, make a scene attitude. Everybody wants something handed to them without actually going out and taking part.
Yeah, it's definitely changed over the years. I mean, I remember waiting all day for the mailman just to see if I'd get a cassette in the mail or a EP or something,
Oh, right, and and that's it. It was, it was a more personal time. Hey, I'm glad for the internet. It allows us to do what we do now. But at the same time, it's kind of degraded something that was really cool, that really thrived at one time.
Yeah, I don't get shit in the mail now, hardly. We got to pay for a PO box, and it's rarely used.
Yeah, and anything that comes by mail you don't want anyway. That's just some bastards wanting money.
Yeah. Yeah, we once in a blue moon we'll get a cool CD in there, but for the most part, everybody's just emails you an MP3 nowadays. There's no handwritten note. It's just a little
right.
different.
And one of the guys I finally got to meet, the guys in Druid Lord. And Tony Black had actually sent me something from a project him and Pete worked on a year or two ago called Serpent Sun. And he sent me a disc, and he sent me a fucking Druid Lord flyer with it, and he sent me a fucking handwritten note. And I'm showing that shit off. I'm like, this is fucking cool. But that's the problem. Nobody does that anymore. Now you get a mass email that says, "Hey, play our shit, check out our shit, go to my MySpace." There's no hello, no, hey, Metal Assault Radio, because you've also sent this shit to, 100 other people. There's still those that are kind of old school that do it personalized, and for me, that definitely gets my attention more than that mass email.
Well, for all those companies out there listening, make it personalized. We'll open it more.
Yeah, don't be spamming our shit. Come on, put a little fucking effort into it. That's the problem nowadays. It's we've become lazy.
Yeah, definitely. I can see a lot of these bands nowadays. You think it's a big deal if you want them to sell 20 tickets to a show, and it's like, if you don't have 20 fucking people in your town that like you, I don't, it seems fucked up. We used to bring 200 people to a club,
Yeah, you got work to do. If you can't fucking sell 20 tickets, you got a job to do, and you probably should spend less time on the internet.
Yeah, definitely. Put down the Facebook and, or even sell tickets on Facebook. Fuck, do what you got to do. I mean, I'm on it all the time, but I still get done what I got to get done,
Right. Well, and that's just it. I don't have a problem with social media and the internet and all that, but I think people think they can just plug in a fucking Facebook page and a couple of shitty bedroom demos, and that's it. And you wait for your fucking call, and you're going to be rich and famous. You're really fooling yourself. It's just there's people working hard for a lot of years, as you know, that you might never get that break, and that's really still what it is. There's a lot of luck involved, but there's more so hard work involved.
Yeah, you don't even see these bands making a decent video or actually going to a real studio. Everybody wants to like Pro Tools, a bedroom demo. It's
I'm cool with the Pro Tools. I really am. If you can, if it's cost effective for you, but send that shit out and get somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing to mix and master your fucking album. Because 9 times out of 10 or more, a lot of these bands that try to do it don't have the slightest clue of what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm cool with Pro Tools, but for me, it's more like something that you would, make a project of what you hope to do in a studio, and then that way you and the band can listen or give it to your close friends and this and that, but not like product to actually think they're going to sell that in a store or something. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, it's it's all how you want to use it. I've heard bands that have done their albums from beginning to end, and you'd never know that it was done by the band. They did a great job.
Yeah, I'm just old school. You see this big board in front of me. I like to have hands on. I got nice computers in that, but I don't want.
You got all those throb-nogulars, as Lemmy would say.
Yeah. So what time is your show with the guys from Glorious Times? And then your shows follows that, or?
Yeah. Saturday nights. I don't even know, because I've been half-assing my shit now that I've talked bad about everybody else. 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time is Glorious Times Radio, and that features bands from the book. Again, 1984 to 1991 death metal scene. Some of it's a little punky. If you know your history, you'll get it. If you don't, listen anyway, because you're gonna hear the stuff from the people who started this. And Independent Evolution is directly after that, from 9 to 10 Eastern. And it's all unsigned, independent, do-it-yourself bands that send me your shit, and there's not enough of you doing that either, so y'all are fucking up.
So you need people to be sending you some good sounding demos.
Yeah, demos, full lengths, I don't give a shit. Send us a couple MP3s. The more you do, the more we can do for you. If you give us nothing to work with, then we've got nothing. But to any band that listens or sees this later on, you can email stuff specifically for that show at plug@metalassaultradio.com, and I'll check it out. And if we can at all put it on there, I'll get it on.
So there's a link on the website for them to click on and get your email at all?
Yeah. If you go to the here I go again, staff and schedules page, at the left-hand link, you can go there and you can check out everybody's shows and their show times, what they're about. Email everybody. I have the most obnoxious dog in the world right now lapping up fucking water. I don't know if you can hear that.
I heard him barking a little. That ain't no big deal. Everybody knows we're broadcasting from our homes, man, you know.
Oh, yeah, he's just, they're horrible. But, yeah, anyway, email us your stuff. You can email anybody on there if you'd like to get on a specific show. We hope everybody will donate. If you listen to the shows, if you're familiar with Metal Assault Radio, and you're familiar, that is run by and is part of the Skull Records radio family now. So support that shit if you can. There's a donation box on there. This stuff ain't free. Metal Assault Radio, Skull Records Radio does it fucking right. We do it legal. We follow all the guidelines and shit. So it does cost money to the owners of Metal Assault Radio to keep it up and running and going right.
Yeah, I appreciate the opportunity to work with you, and I'm glad you went back to DJing. I guess you said you took a break from that for a while?
Yeah. Well, it just got to I was the behind-the-scenes guy. I get to be all mysterious and shit, but now I got to drag my ugly ass back out and get on the microphone and do what I do. I got the face for radio and the voice for shutting the fuck up. So people deal with me or they won't. But that's why I'm here. I want to help out, help bring some exposure to the Glorious Times stuff, because it's phenomenal. Again, it's that was built in the same kind of attitude as the tape trades and stuff. It's all personal photos. Some of these bands sent some just crazy photos. There's photos in there that bands didn't even know existed. But they've also sent me recordings, demos, rehearsals, just stuff that 99.9% of the population would have never heard. It's just stuff that even the bands didn't realize existed still, or if ever. There's just a lot of cool shit, one of a kind stuff, and that's the only place you're gonna get it is Metal Assault Radio.
Awesome. What I think it's Alan, and what's the other guy's name?
It's Alan Moses, who's in Australia, and Brian Patterson from Buffalo, New York. Brian put on the show yesterday, and a couple of great guys that really get it and truly do it for them and for us. Kind of the same way we do what we do, for the same reasons. They have a love for it, and they want to share that with people who, are interested and want to share it with them. They didn't have a publisher or, any kind of backing on this. That's all come from them. And they've hooked up unreal distribution now for this book. They've done a lot, and it's all been grassroots.
Yeah, it just goes to show you, the metalheads, we're not as stupid as they think we are,
Yeah, we're not all lazy.
And is Alan originally from Australia, or did he move there?
Alan is originally from Australia, and he moved here for a while, and then I'm unsure why, but he moved back to Australia. He's there now. Alan, you listen to this. I wish you could have been there, buddy. We all had nothing for love for you, so.
Yeah,
shout out to Alan.
He emailed me. I guess he found out that I was in Vacant Grave, and he emailed me some stickers that he had in his collection of Vacant Grave from back a million years ago.
Yeah, Alan's a fucking wild man. I mean, you ask him for any of the most obscure shit, man, he's your guy. He just, there's people that are avid collectors. Alan is fucking rabid. He's just got it all.
Yeah, I was real surprised because I don't even have those anymore. It's crazy. But
yeah, and that's what I mean. He gets a lot of, he sends me stuff, and the bands were like, oh, where'd you get that?
That's awesome. Well, so when did you come involved with like Trish and all these other people? Did they find you, or did you go looking for them?
Yes and no. As far as with Trisha, that was something that we actually got together through Alan Moses. He had done a little work with her, and knew she was wanting to do some radio, and asked me what I thought of it. And I checked out some of her stuff that she was doing for FM radio and online, and I got right back to him and said, yeah, put me in touch, and he did, and she was happy to come on board, and we were definitely happy to have her.
Yeah, I've heard Harry Krushn's show, and I liked that. I haven't got to hear Tortured. Is he still doing a show, or?
Yeah, yes and no. Last I'd heard, he had some kind of internet issue. So, as far as I know, yes, but we'll see.
He must come on at a weird time or something, because I listen like during the day at work and then at night when I'm chilling, but he probably has like a 3 afternoon or something show.
Eastern, I believe, so yeah, it'd be noon to 3 your time. But we could probably use some more DJs. I know you've got your guys coming over here at some point, and yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and fuck the station up on Monday, so.
Hey, and that's how we do it. We just fuck shit up, and either you like it or you don't, but it's fucking metal. We'll just put it on there.
Yeah,
you don't
I
like
don't
it,
break
fuck
anything.
you.
I got a bunch of cool stuff loaded to my Sam, so I should easily be able to fill an hour and a half without boring anybody.
Right on. You've heard it. You've listened a lot. You see how it's doing, and you're very like-minded with my views, I believe, and that's why I was happy to see you take it over. But you know what.
I just took over the Bills. I just took over the Bills. You're still running that fucking thing. Awesome. That's why I'm glad you stuck around, man.
Well, I'm glad you kept me around. Definitely my baby. I'll definitely always have that. It's in my heart. It really is. Not to get all cheesy and shit, but there's no other reason to do it. This isn't a money maker. It's a money breaker.
Yeah.
and yeah, now it's your money. So, but we'll get it turned around a little bit. Hopefully, we'll get some people that want to show that they care, and they're going to donate some money to Dean and keep this shit rolling and keep us on the air and keep me with something to fucking do all day.
Hell yeah, we'll get some sponsors. I've already talking to some people, and I think Trish is talking to a guy up in Portland about possibly getting a banner. And any of you people or bands out there, I mean, a few bucks a month, and we'll throw a banner up that links straight to your stuff and help you sell it. We're getting over 40,000 listeners in a month some months. Plenty of people are logging onto that website. If you want some great exposure for dirt cheap, get a hold of Doug or me, and we'll get it plugged up on there for you.
That's right, you cheap motherfuckers. Don't just like our ads and shit on Facebook. Fucking send us a couple bucks. We'll fucking put your banner up. Maybe I'll spotlight you. We'll see what happens. But it's again, you can't just sit around and wait for it to happen. You're not gonna get some advertising that cheap anywhere. I don't give a fuck where you look. If it helps you more than it helps Metal Assault Radio, but it helps.
Oh, and, yeah, it's every little bit. It'll all add up. It's just like my other business. If I just had one or two, it wouldn't make it. But you add it all together, and it'll. Once some bands see the promotion they can get for $10, a whole month of thousands and thousands of metalheads seeing your stuff flash across the screen.
And that's exactly it. It's it's targeting people that might give a shit about you. You know, you're not just getting lumped in there and thrown into, you know, whatever, fucking sneakers and metal and shit. And this is all fucking metal. It's all we do. It's all that people come for, to the website, to the station. And the ones that don't like it, you know, again, they're not there. This is, again, a niche. And if your niche is you're a fucking metal band, then what better place to try and expose yourself aside from to, you know, that group of 5 chicks out back behind the fucking building. Because we know you metalhead fucking band guys are all a bunch of dirty bastards too.
Yeah, I went to a killer concert here last night. Habit of Force was playing out at Just Bill's place. And I think they may be hooking up with some ads. They got a brand new album out. So different bands around here I'm going to start hitting for some advertisement, and I think they'll be surprised what they get out of it, you know, for a couple bucks.
Right on. And that's, you know, and that's just it. This is everybody's local at this point. That is the one good thing about the internet. Everybody is local worldwide. We've got bands from everywhere that submit music and get airplay. We've got bands from everywhere that submit music that really piss me off. I just want to take a second to say Metal Assault Radio is a fucking metal station. We don't do hard rock. We don't do fucking industrial. You keep sending me this shit, I'm gonna have a stroke. I'm an old guy. I'm gonna stroke out, I swear to God.
So no happy metal either, please. Thank you.
No, you know, I mean, it's, and that's the thing. At least take an hour or something while you're jacking off the porn and listen to some fucking radio before you try submitting your shit when you play AC/DC covers and you ain't never heard what's on fucking Metal Assault Radio, because, you know, when your shit comes in, I'm not even responding to you if you're not a metal fucking band.
Yeah, I won't mention any names, but I got a couple CDs last night and went to put some of them on Sam and was listening to one. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, you gotta preview shit because you know, we've got to pay attention, and then that's the same thing. You know, we like to put out, you know, for lack of a better term, quality product. You know, so it needs to sound good, and some of y'all have sent some killer fucking music. Unfortunately, the recording was so bad that, you know, there's not a lot I can do with it, maybe, but you know, and some of you sounded real good. If I was in a fucking running a butt rock station, we'd be great. Fuck off.
We'll leave that for the gravedigger fags.
There you go. A little bit of fucking White Snake. I heard some White Snake on my way to that fucking show yesterday. I had to roll down my window and throw up doing 80 mile an hour down the fucking highway. Here I go again on my own, throwing up on my fucking car door.
Yeah, fuck all that. Well, shit, any last words or anything you want to tell the fans? I mean, I know they can find us on Facebook and metalassaultradio.com. We do got a Reverb Nation now, and that's growing pretty much every day. We're getting a couple fans on there. Anything you want to tell the listeners about the station?
Yeah, listen to it unless you're a fag. I think you just gave everybody all the info. You're the man with the plan now. You know, if you like heavy fucking aggressive music, then check out metalassaultradio.com. If you're in a band looking for some management, here's a shameless plug. Publicity, whatever. Look, I got some fair rates. Look up metalmatters.com. There's a hyphen between metal and matters. You know, it's all right there for you. You can see the pricing and shit, but you know, this isn't some MySpace friend blaster fucking $300 a month bullshit. It's actual hands-on representation, and you know, let's destroy your career together. Fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm really glad we got to meet. I'm glad our fans got to actually hear you on Skull Records Radio. So we'll send all the people that are listening to our shows, and I got 650 views on one of my May shows, which was that's a record breaker for us. We get right usually 200, 300 views is a good show for us, but 600 and something views was blew my mind. So it's definitely growing, and we'll get all these people knowing what you're doing over there. And I guess when I jump over there Monday, I'll throw a little shameless plug on there about Skull Radio. And
oh, yeah, you got to cross-pollinate.
And just let everybody know that we're working together on this, and it's only going to make it get bigger, make it get better, get these fucking bands to start sending us some stuff, because we've got 6 shows a week over here, and I know you probably got 5 or 6 over there, and get us your shit. You'll be heard, you know. We've got people all around the world sending us CDs and listening to our shows. So don't be stupid and send it to some fag radio station that's not even going to play you, you know?
That's right. Oh, and that brings up a good point. Not to toot my own fucking horn, but I'm going to anyway. All these stations, we play unsigned and shit, and, you know, most of them do. Some of them play very few bands in their general rotation once in a while. The rest of you get stuck on fucking 2 o'clock in the morning shit. But Metal Assault Radio, at least one of every 7 fucking songs played all day long is from an independent fucking artist. Do the math and send us your fucking email.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of airplay, so it's a good chance for people to get heard. It's got links when your song's playing where they can go check it out on iTunes if you're available there. They can link over and rate your song, and I mean, it's got all kinds of ways to promote your shit, and it's free. You know, I mean, you know, you can promote it for a few bucks. You can get on there and promote your shit and be on the front page of Metal Assault Radio. Or if you ain't got any cash because you just recorded or whatever, and you're a broke metal band, get us your shit, and we'll still play you for free. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. I mean, definitely. If you got good shit that fits our format, fucking get it in. You know, and it's gonna get played, and it's gonna get played probably daily. If not, at least fucking a couple times a week during peak hours. You know, you ain't gonna beat that shit.
Yeah, if they're listening to my Extreme Sunday show, the kids know that what kind of format it should be. It should be fucking heavy, you know.
Right, and there, you know, hey, and some of you, I like your new thing here with the videos you did the other week.
Yeah, that's a new feature we're adding. I was actually gonna have some of your stuff ready to play, but I've had a bunch going on this week with my chick getting sick, and was in and out of the hospital and that. She's okay, by the way. I know you haven't been on Facebook to see any of that yet, but
I'm glad things are okay then.
Yeah, we just got the test results back today, and they thought she had a brain tumor with all the shit that was going on with her. So.
Oh fuck, dude.
Yeah, she was kind of tripping, but and we were all tripping, you know. So
right.
We're glad to know she's going to be all right. So she'll be there to harass me on a regular basis as usual.
Nice.
But yeah, that's why I didn't get to actually burn that stuff to CD and that. Today at 4 o'clock, I had to do a pre-taping for Omega Wave. I got equipment that was broke, and I was at the hospital all morning. And as soon as Bill just left a little bit ago, Bill Shields, the Omega Wave guy, did an interview with Peter somebody from Holland, I believe. I should know more about that, but I've been distracted. And tonight they've got the guys from Anonymous on there. Have you heard of that place?
Yeah, a little bit. I know you were telling me, actually. They're the PlayStation Network guys. I
think they're the ones that they're rumored to have shut that down, and they shut down a bunch of the big shit that, you know, they hack into it somehow or whatever. I don't know if we should be having them on. They'll be hacking into my shit.
Yeah.
But that's what the Omega Wave does. It's basically talk radio. They don't play any music. They just bring up cool topics, and it's actually pretty interesting. I'm not a big conspiracy guy or any of that, but some of their shows are really interesting, and the people are really intelligent and make you actually want to listen. And they only interview metalheads, so except for this Anonymous coming up, unless there's a metalhead at Anonymous that I don't know about. But
yeah, there might be.
Yeah, well, he must be somehow if they found him and he's willing to go on. He's not going to be that anonymous if he's going on the radio, you know.
Yeah, you know, you're not that anonymous when you're making the news either, I guess. But you know.
Yeah, it's
I'm not saying nothing. They gave my name. I ain't saying shit.
Yeah, they've got their own little niche, you know, and they've got regular pretty cool guests like John Schaefer from Iced Earth is a good guest on there. Craig LaCicero from Forbidden is one of his is like the host with Bill, and we Skype him in.
Right.
So he's actually going to be back here to do their regular show with them in about 15, 20 minutes. So I guess I'll get ready to do their show. And I really appreciate you taking the time, especially being, I'm sure, dead tired just getting back in from New York to get a hold of us tonight and talk to our fans here.
No problem. Thanks for having me on. If you ever need anybody to badmouth pretty much everybody in the world again, let me know.
Shit, I think you take a pretty fair approach. You badmouth yourself, too. It's not like you're on a high horse or nothing.
Oh, yeah. We're all assholes.
You pretty much say it like it is. So, I mean, my little slogan on my station is I don't give a fuck. So, I mean, that should tell you,
Right. Yeah. Well, again, I appreciate you having me on. Let me plug some of my shit. It's always a pleasure to plug the Metal Assault Radio. And, I'm just, I'm happy and grateful that you were able to do what you do with it. And look forward to, continued growth.
Yeah, I think another year from now we might have this thing paying for itself, and that'll be like a dream come true for Skull Radio and Metal Assault Radio,
Oh, definitely. That's all you could ask for.
Yeah, if we could just make enough just for it to pay for itself and not be out of pocket, that would be awesome. And even if that never happens, I'll still keep it going because that's what I do. So definitely, I'll forward you a link to this show. You can put it up on your Metal Matters if you want, or put it wherever the fuck you want, and let people know. You can run it on the other station if you feel it's something that would be worthwhile running over there. I can.
Yeah, we'll do it anyway. I don't know if it's worthwhile or not. But.
Well, it only takes like 15 minutes for this station to turn it into a link, and it'll be like a little YouTube link. We can run it all over Facebook and shit. And right. People can learn all about you, and I'll put you the main show that comes up whenever you go on to skullrecordsradio.com. It'll be automatically play on the homepage, and that way people will be hearing about it for a week or two. We'll leave that up as the main show, and be surprised how many hits it gets, because we've got like 14,000 hits, I think, on the website this month. So
nice. I'm gonna be rich and famous now.
Yeah,
rich bitch.
I don't think we'll be rich, but we're getting famous. Well, I will. I guess I'll give you a call tomorrow and double check how I'm supposed to broadcast. I've got it all written down, and I know it wasn't that difficult, but I don't want to fuck up the station, so I'll do a last minute check with you and try my show over there, man.
All right, yeah. I'll hold your hand, and we'll get you over it, and you'll be fine. If you can run all that technical fucking video shit, you can run a broadcast.
Yeah, it's just my first time over there. It's like I'm a Mar virgin. Yeah, I'm a Mar virgin, so
we'll be gentle.
Cool. Well, I'll give you a shout when I'm getting off of work tomorrow, and I appreciate you working with us and being so cool. And tell your wife I'm sorry I called the other night so late. I thought you guys were already.
She didn't know who it was.
Who the fuck is this?
She said, I don't know who it is.
Yeah, I thought you guys would actually be drinking in New York already, so I figured that would 9:30 our time, and I keep forgetting you're an hour later. So.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, bro. Well, I will talk to you tomorrow, and thanks for coming on Skull Records Radio.
All right, thanks for having me.
Talk to you tomorrow.
All right, bye.